This lesson is going to be a quick run through of some of the tools and resources we're going to be using within the upcoming lessons. Now you can use your own tools and resources such as an editor. If you already have one that you're familiar with, then you can go ahead and use that one. Within the course we are going to be using Brackets, and Brackets is a really nice editor. It's free, open source, and it also has this live view option, which is a really cool feature in it because it allows us to output content within the local host. So that live preview is one of my favorite things about Brackets. It's available at Brackets.io, Adobe product, open source. So if you want to check it out, you can go ahead and download it from there. The other resource that we're going to be using is going to be our browser. And we know we need a browser in order to render out our HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the one that we're going to be using is Chrome. Chrome has really good dev tools, and dev tools, there's some options here on how to open that up. I usually just click on a blank space within the web page to inspect. That opens up this console. So we've got a listing of all of the elements, and we can look through and we can find out more information about them. We've also got the console. So this is where we can write and we can see JavaScript information. So if I was to type in some JavaScript here, I can see it renders it out within that page instance. There's also the network. So if we're passing AJAX requests, we can see those XHR requests within the network. So there's a number of really good resources that we're going to be making use of, and I do encourage you to use Chrome so that you can be consistent with the course content as well. Another resource that we're going to be making use of is Postman. So Postman is available within a Chrome extension, or you can go over to the website getpostman.com, and what it does is it gives you a really nice and clean way to practice and test out different requests to your local machine. So we've got ability to send, we can do post, get, put, patch. So there's a whole bunch of different methods here, and we are going to be making use of those. We can also send information within the body, send it over, and we can get return back responses. So this is a really useful resource that we're going to be making use of throughout the course as we're testing our applications to see if everything is running and functioning properly and if our routes are actually returning JSON information. Then, of course, Node. We're going to need to be setting up a backend, and the backend that we're going to be using within the courses is Node, which is going to give us the ability to run some code in the backend, connect to databases, and last but not least, bring in packages from Node Package Manager. There's a ton of packages that are available in Node Package Manager, and even if you've never used Node or Node Package Manager before, we're going to have step-by-step guidance to show you how to set this up yourself within your own system. And I'm going to be using a Mac. So Mac has Terminal as well built in. And what the terminal does is it allows us to navigate through our computer, go into various folders, and then this is where we can type our NPM, bring in different packages, and type in various commands to get some functionality. Also, if you're on Windows, you can access the Windows terminal as well by just going to the command exec within startup. So once you've set up your resources, we're ready to dive in and start learning more about JSON and AJAX. So that's all coming up.